Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how you can make these cards using Tailwind CSS. Now, I also want to add that in the second tutorial, I'll be showing you how to animate, just simple techniques. So let's get started. So this is the basic code for this. Okay, so I'm just using flex and I'm just using justify center and item center to center these. Okay, and then I'm making a div. This is the div that is being centered, and inside of this div I have these. Okay, each of these is going to be the card, and this, if you don't know, is how you add gradients in Tailwind CSS. Okay, so moving forward, I'll also be showing you how to add lighter and darker colors using a package as well, because we want this to be kind of automatic, and I'll show you what I mean by that later. But right now, this is like a gradient. If you can't see it right now, I'll just use some other color. I'll just use this, okay, as an example. As you can see, it is a gradient. Okay, so first what we're going to do is something simple. So all of the data that we're going to use is in a JSON file. Okay, I have 4 things that I'm going to get, 4 products that I'm going to get. All of them are headphones, and these are the details of all of them. This is the link to the images that are in my public folder. Okay, public images. Okay, this one, and this is the background color. Okay, so these are just short descriptions and the model name and the company name. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this. You would usually use a database. I'm just making things simple. Okay, so let's start adding these. Okay, so first we're gonna get the headphones data, okay, from a JSON file. To do that, it's very simple. I'm just gonna import this as headphones data from. Okay, and now inside of this, I'm gonna map through this. And I just need the one, so I'm gonna remove these. I'm gonna call this headphone data. And here is where I'm gonna put all of this headphone data, okay? Here I'm gonna put the image source and the name of the headphones. I'm actually gonna make variables so that we can just quickly add them. Okay, so now we're gonna get all of that data. Okay, so this one is going to be dot model name, price, color. I also need to add the short details. Okay, so we're getting all of these now, and we're gonna put them here. Okay, Oh, I'm adding the background color here. Sorry. This is not going to be added here. I'm going to use this later actually to add gradients. Okay, right now I'm not going to add gradients. The reason for that is we need to install a package that will automatically give us a lighter and darker color. Okay, so I'm going to show you that later, but right now let's see what our card looks like. So as you can see, these are what our cards look like right now. One of them did not connect correctly. So let me just fix this, and also I'm gonna change some of these things and come back. Okay, so now I have added all of this style. Okay, I ended up fixing the width. Okay, we will be changing this in the next tutorial when I animate this, but for now I have fixed the width to this. Okay, and I've added this. For now I'm going to show you in this tutorial how to add a lighter and darker color because we're going to be using gradients, and I've added this, the padding. Okay, this is something that I have changed, and I've also added a flex column. Okay, so that all of these are in this column state. Okay, if it was row, then these would be to the side. Okay, it would be the name and then the image and then the model and then all of the details and then the price. Okay, it would be in this direction. It's column right now. Okay, so the next thing is the image, which I have centered using this. Okay, I've changed the font style a little bit. Okay, made something smaller, some things big accordingly. Okay, and I've added these three, which is this, and this in a div. The reason for this is that when I'm using flex, column, and grow, what this will do is it will take in the rest of the space. Okay, because if you see here, this is aligned at the bottom. It would usually just be at the top. Okay, if I just show you by removing this, yeah, okay, so it's aligned itself to the top right here under this, which is the normal way this works. But by using grow, I can then make the whole div expand to the bottom of this, and then using empty auto, because this is a flex box, it's adding space here automatically. So that's how this is working. Now let's move on to adding the gradient design. Okay, so you need to install something. Okay, so it is called color. The package name is called color, and to install this you just need to add. Now while this is installing, I'm gonna show you how to make the function for this, which is very simple. Okay, okay, so it's done installing. I'm gonna close this, and I'm gonna import this in first. Okay, so you are getting color. Actually, I'm gonna do in this, I'm gonna put in the base color. Okay, oh, I've actually named both of these base color. I'll change this to like hex because this is a hex color. So now that I'm getting this, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to return the shades. Okay, and before I return this, what I'm going to do is lighten. Okay, dot hex. Okay, and it's the same, but it's darken. Okay, and in this, what you do is add a value. Okay, I'm gonna add the value of 0 0.4, and for this it is also going to be 0.4. okay, and now that I can get these two, I'm adding these in and I'm returning this. Okay, so just gonna add this here. Okay, so I'm gonna make a constant and add this to this. So this will run the function and return the lighter and darker one. Okay, and by default, let's just say by default it should be this, and this, just in case for some reason the function fails. Okay, so I'm getting the shades and I'm gonna do shades. Actually, I'm gonna take this first and I'm gonna this and I'm gonna add backticks. Okay, so you're adding backticks here. The reason is that I need this to be a template string, and why I need this to be a template string is because here and here I'm gonna add shades, and this one is going to be dot lighter and this one is going to be dot darker. Okay, I'm gonna save this and let's see what happens. Okay, so we ran into some kind of problem here. I'm just gonna quickly go and take a look and come back. Okay, so as you can see, it is working now. The problem was not that I wasn't getting colors from my function. The problem was that Tailwind CSS for some reason was not able to pick it up. So I used the manual way, you could say, to do this. So just add the background and then use linear gradient. Okay, and then just add the lighter and darker color, and you can change the direction using these. So 2 and then you can use top. Before using Tailwind CSS, it was top right, so top and right. Okay, it was like this first. Okay, but I experimented a little bit and found that this was better. Okay, this looks better, the lighter color on top and the darker one on the bottom. Okay, so this is how you make these cards. Okay, so in the next tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to animate all of these cards. Okay, so when you will hover over them, you will see a animation happen. Okay, so I hope you like this tutorial. Like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.